I'm not sure which came first, but what I do know is that the Abil saved us from the Formain just as the Formain saved us from the Abil. Otzul, circa 2100 AC. While once a heavily populated area firmly under the control of Anesh, the rest of Tabios has fallen to the sway of new powers, most of it to strange creatures that no one is quite sure where they came from. After the Cataclysm and the fall of Anesh, the various regions of Tabios would splinter into warring factions. Eventually, the situation would stabilize, and many of the dominant cultures would resemble the pre-Columbian civilizations of our world from modern-day Mexico south. In fact, many of these civilizations would develop past their real-world counterparts. Around 1900 AC, the Abil and the Formain started to appear and became a nuisance to the locals. This is often referred to as the coming of the hives. However, within 150 years, their populations had exploded and they came to dominate most of the continent, driving the humans south. No one is completely sure why their expansion stopped. Some claim climate, others claim that whatever keeps the prehistoric creatures on Gravepyre also keeps these creatures away. Humans to the southwest claim that the gods keep them away. The beetle folk in the northeast try to remain hidden and out of the way. And the hive's interactions with the steamlands remains unknown. These two hive societies are in constant conflict when they encounter each other. As a result, their territories are in constant flux, and borders wind inconsistently between the two of them. It is also unknown to the outside world if each society is a single entity or if individual hives are controlled by themselves. There are some beetle folk that have successfully hidden in this area, but these are fractured groups and individuals. The last vestiges of beetle folk society survives in the northeast. This area has been taken as a colony of Terra de los Justos. The Justos came in portraying themselves as a benevolent force and assured the beetle folk that they would save them from the Abil and the Foreman. So far, all that has happened is that the beetle folk have been subjugated and exploited by the Justos. All over the insect lands are ruins of past civilizations, some before the Cataclysm, and some from after but before the coming of the hives. Because the hives seem to have no interest in other civilizations except when it comes to territory, these ruins have been left alone. As a result, the area of Tabios controlled by the hives is a plunderer's dream, provided they can survive the journey to and from. While the environments vary, the idea is that this area is rich in Angkor Wat-style ruins. The southeast of the continent is home to the Ise people. This is an amalgamation of Inuit, Yupik, and Aleut peoples from the real world. The population is mainly human, and while most of Tabios is a mystery to the rest of Efoqar, this area is practically unknown. Sheltered behind mountains and ice, surrounded by prehistoric creatures and strange insectoid hive societies, the Ise have grown in isolation.